Hello there. Are you here to watch our project review? First of all, let me introduce my group. We are
are the
the
PowerPoint
PowerPoint Pioneers. My name is Naomi and I'm the group leader. Our group is working on an IT awareness project where we teach students how to use PowerPoint. Why did we choose this project? Well, this is because it equips them with essential presentation skills needed in both academic and professional settings. It also helps improve their ability to communicate ideas clearly by organizing information visually. Additionally, PowerPoint is widely used in real-world environments, such as schools, universities, and workplaces, so learning it early prepares students for future tasks, like presenting projects or sharing research effectively. Our success was a team effort. While I oversaw coordination, other members took charge of presenting and teaching, preparing documents, handling photography, video shooting and editing, organizing activity materials, and reaching out to schools willing to host our event. Each role was crucial to the smooth execution of this project. Now, I would like to show you our program flow by watching a short video. In the early morning, preparation begins as we set up the venue. Students begin arriving soon after, greeted by us and guided to their seats. As the clock ticks, the event officially starts. A short group work briefing is delivered and students are then separated into their groups. Discussion begins on various exciting topics. Each group presented their topics using the PowerPoint slides created on the spot. Then the winning group was announced. We distributed participation gifts to all students. The event draws to a close with a speech from the principal of SMK. Finally, smiles abound as everyone gathers for a memorable group photo session. Before digging deeper into our project, let's have each of our members introduce themselves and explain their distributed task. As the group leader, I oversaw team progress, coordinated tasks, and ensured everything ran smoothly. While there were no major challenges, managing multiple responsibilities requires strong communication and organization. I also went beyond my role by preparing certificates for all participating students to make the event more meaningful. Now, I shall pass to my dear members to introduce themselves.
My name is Rachel.
And I'm Wendy.
So, we were in charge of writing the project status reports to make sure that the meeting agenda and issues stated during the meeting are fully addressed. Not only that, we also had to write the contents for documents required for Assignment 1 and Assignment 2.
Not only that, we actively attended the students during the event whenever they required assistance in order to keep up with the lesson and contributed some ideas. We also lent our laptop to the student as the laptop provided was malfunctioned.
I am Derek.
I'm Jack.
And I'm Vincent.
Our main task is to teach the students how to use PowerPoint and Canva. In order to achieve that, we prepare slides using both PowerPoint and Canva for easy understanding.
Furthermore, we try our best to be interactive and engaging with the students. This is to ensure that the student will have a productive and enjoyable learning experience during the session.
There are students who have doubts during the event, and I was ready to assist them so that they can keep up with the sessions.
For me, I was the presenter to announce and control the flow of the event along with our group leader. Then, I had to keep track of time and transit smoothly from one session to another in order to have the event end on time.
Well, I was the presenter who makes sure the students can have fun and feel comfortable in every section. I am also the one who gives the instruction on the games or activities for the student to play and assist them so that they can learn from playing games.
Hello there, we are the photographer and videographer.
Hi, I'm Tae Tiong Shin.
And I'm Sylvan.
Our job was to take photos and videos throughout the event. Furthermore, we were also there to assist the students that were lost and needed help so that they could keep up with the session.
Not gonna lie, it was an exhausting experience both mentally and physically, with plenty of challenges along the way. However, the sense of accomplishment and the precious memory I obtained made all the effort truly worthwhile. Additionally, I was given the task to search for a secondary school that is willing to collaborate with us. It was tough, but I managed to get my way through it.
Great job. As for me, I was responsible for editing the video and designing the initial version of the certificates that were later distributed to the student. It was a creative process that required attention to detail. but it felt rewarding to contribute something tangible and meaningful to the event.
Hello,
we are the
activity prep team.
I'm Theodora and my partner is Kelly. Our main task is to prepare all the materials required for the event. This includes prize for winners and participation gift for each student.
We had to make sure that our total costs are within the budget requirements while still allowing each student to receive a small gift. This is to motivate and increase the students' participation.
In addition to my main responsibilities, I also took the initiative to undertake additional tasks to guide students to fill out questionnaires.
During the event, we noticed that the number of students was lower than expected, so we quickly worked with the teacher from SMK Wujud to invite more students on the spot. We approached them politely and explained what the activity was about. Some of them were a bit shy at first, but after we encouraged them and shared what they could learn, they became more interested and agreed to join.
Thanks everyone. That's all for our intro. Now I'll hand it over to my team to present.
So, as we reflect on this project, there were definitely a few challenges along the way. But thankfully, we managed to pull through and learn something throughout the process.
The challenge that left the deepest impression would be language barrier. Our team practiced the floor of our event and prepared slides fully in English. But the thing is, on the day of the event, we realized that most of the students were more comfortable with Bahasa Melayu, so we had to adapt.
Thumbs up to our team, especially to the presenters who have delivered the sessions mostly in Bahasa Melayu, sometimes mixing both English and BM. Honestly, this was quite a challenge for most of us. I mean, although we have learned this language before, but as university students who have gotten used to learning and conversing in English, it took us quite some time to recall certain phrases in Bahasa Melayu.
Am I speaking in a way that the student could connect with? The students show high engagement throughout the session, which I believe was one of the contributing factors to our event's success.
You're absolutely right about that. However, another big issue was the laptops. On the day before the event started, we noticed that it took quite some time to get the computers running. So we took the initiative to start them up beforehand. But then we realized that some of them weren't working properly and some were outdated. It became a major issue because if there's not enough computers, some students might feel left out during the event. And we didn't want that to happen. So what we did was, we lent them our own laptops. And as a result, every student was able to participate without any technical issues, and the sessions ran smoothly.
Another issue we faced was the tight budget, especially when it came to buying prize for the student. We want to reward them for their participation and make the event more fun. But we had to work with limited funds. Fortunately, we found out that purchasing online would be affordable to prepare small but meaningful prize for each student. I'm glad that the student appreciated it.
Yeah, me too. I would say that quite a number of things didn't go as planned. But honestly, I think that going through all that has made us step out of our comfort zone and learn to adapt to sudden changes, which helped us grow both individually and as a group.
This project is all about teaching students how to use PowerPoints effectively for their presentations. We designed the sessions with a mix of presentations, hands-on practice, and group activities to make sure they didn't just listen, but also apply what they learned. Our goal was to help them master the essential skills in a fun and interactive way.
Yes, and it really showed. The students are quite engaged throughout the session. Most of them pick up the skill quickly, and you could see their confidence growing as they work on their tasks. Of course, there were a few who got a bit confused at certain point, but they weren't shy to come to us and ask questions. It was great to see them taking initiative to learn.
Exactly. As part of our society's responsible, we want to make sure that every student, regardless of their pride, experience, feel included and capable of learning.
If I were to carry out this project with a different community, the first step would be to observe and understand the audience and their needs. Since the project focuses on delivering knowledge and teaching students, factors like their age and areas of interest would play an important role. The syllabus would need to be tailored accordingly to suit different age groups and subject preferences. Depending on what they are interested in, we could introduce a variety of topics to help expand their skills and knowledge. The teaching style would also need to be adaptable to match the students' learning preferences. Ultimately, what needs to stay or change in a project depends entirely on the audience we are engaging with.
If our team could not continue the project, the most likely person to take over would be the teacher from SMK Pujut who helped us during the event. Since we work closely with the school, the teacher already understood the flow of the activity and materials involved. We also prepare guides and documents, so another group of students or school staff could use those to run the activity again in the future. While it might not be exactly the same, the core idea and structure are simple enough to be continued by others and with some adjustment. One assumption of our team initially made was that everything would go smoothly according to plan, particularly in terms of participant turnout, communication, and gift preparation. However, reality proved otherwise.
On the day of the event, we were surprised to find that far fewer students showed up than we had anticipated. This unexpected situation forced us to think on our feet. We quickly collaborated with a teacher from Sem1 and worked together to personally approach and invite more students to join the activity on the spot. We also assumed that using simple English for communication would be sufficient. Unfortunately, we soon realized that some of the students struggled to understand our instruction. Since our proficiency in Malay was limited, we had to adjust our approach, slowing down our explanation, repeating key points, and offering one-on-one support to ensure that every student could follow along with the presenter. Through this experience, we learned that real-life projects rarely unfold exactly as planned. Unexpected challenges are inevitable, and the ability to adapt, stay flexible, and think creatively in the moment is crucial to navigating and overcoming them successfully.
Well, it's definitely going to be our group leader, Naomi. Her leadership was instrumental in the success of the project. As the team leader, she ensured that everyone remained aligned and informed even when some members couldn't attend meetings. After each session with the lecturer, Naomi would promptly relay key information and decisions to those absent, allowing the entire team to stay on track and maintain steady progress. She was also diligent in following out on task progress. Naomi regularly checked in with team members to monitor their work, ensuring that tasks were completed on time and met the expected standards. Beyond her coordination effort, Naomi exhibited strong organizational skills. She carefully assigned roles and responsibilities based on each member's strength and interest, creating a balanced and motivated team. Thanks to Naomi's steady leadership, the team overcame challenges and delivered a successful project. Her effort fostered a supportive environment where every member felt included and valued, ultimately resulting in a meaningful and enriching experience for all involved.
So I would like to say, how has this project changed how I see my role in society? Honestly, before this, I always thought that making a difference meant doing something big like organizing a large charity event, creating an app, or coming up with something completely new. Then I never imagined that simply teaching PowerPoint, which meant PPT, could have such a meaningful impact. When we first started this project, I didn't know what to expect. I thought most students probably already know how to use PowerPoint. But I was wrong. Many of them had only used it for basic things like typing words on slides. And when we introduced things like slide design, animations, transitions, and even presentation tips, I could see their interest growing. They started asking questions, experimenting with features, and even teaching each other. That moment made me realize that something I take for granted can be valuable knowledge to someone else. This project showed me that I have something to offer, and I'm not yet an expert or professional yet. But even as a student, I can use what I have learned to make a difference in someone else's life. Now, I see myself as someone who can contribute through sharing, guiding, and encouraging others, whether it's in education, teamwork, or future community projects. It also reminded me how important it is to stay connected with the community, especially the younger generation. They are curious, creative, and full of potential, but they just need a bit of support to bring it out. For example, our PPT slide. And if I can be a part of that, even in a small way, then I think there's a meaningful role to play in society. And that's all for me. Thank you.